everybody, this is Keith here of Euphoria Pictures. Welcome back to my channel. Right, so for this video I am going to be unboxing and reviewing the 4K picture for my latest pickup that I got for Species. So this is an 88 Films release, and I have to tell you, I think they've done a great job on this packaging, particularly when you see the newly commissioned artwork. I think it looks beautiful. Not only that, but you also get the original artwork in there as well. So yeah, a bit of new, a bit of old. That's the perfect way to handle it. And it goes without saying, I will be taking us around this release and giving you a proper look at it. Happy to do so. That will be coming now in a minute or two. So if you're not particularly aware of Species, the premise to it is very simple. It stars Ben Kingsley. He's a scientist who is studying this alien/human hybrid. And this hybrid is growing at a rapid pace. It escapes from this lab. And basically she's looking for the perfect mate to get pregnant, and essentially becomes a cat and mouse tale where this group of scientists and one assassin is trying to hunt down this alien and put a stop to it. It's a product of the 90s. Now, not that it's a bad thing, that, but unfortunately the movie just hasn't quite held up as well as I was hoping it would. Practically speaking, it looks amazing. It really does. No surprise there, because H.R. Giger does the alien effects in it. But when you see some of the CGI in it, it looks horrendous. Now, it never looked good, which is very surprising because Richard Englund done the visual effects for it, who is the head of Industrial Light and Magic. And I've seen so much better from him, but for some strange reason, this one, it just looked like he didn't show up for work that day. It's a very strange thing. So yes, brace yourself for some very poor looking CGI. And unfortunately, because it's under the scrutiny of 4K, it looks even worse now. It is pretty bad. But all in all, you know what? We had a good time with it. The movie doesn't take itself too seriously. It does have a wonderful cast. That cast will drive the movie for you. There is just certain elements of it where it just didn't sit well with me. And I don't know, maybe, just maybe, it got me on the wrong night. Maybe when I watch it again, I could feel very differently about it. But as of right now, like I said, it hasn't aged as well as I was hoping it would have. Now, in terms of special features when it comes to this release, 88 Films has you covered, because you get some audio commentaries in there. You also get countless interviews. There's also a making of Species. Now, I haven't checked them out myself, but I'm looking forward to doing so, because I've never actually watched any special features when it comes to this movie, so it's going to be very interesting to look at. Right, so with that said, I am going to take you around this release, give you a close look at it, and then I'm going to come back and review its 4K picture. So yeah, here we go. Right, so here we go, Species. So it does come with a nice slipcover, and the slipcover does have a high gloss finish on it. But like I mentioned at the start of this video, the newly commissioned artwork on this one, it looks spectacular, particularly when you see the colour scheme to it. You're getting so much of that green. And of course you got a big bit of that pink neon going on as well. It just looks fantastic. I think 88 Films have done a wonderful job here when it comes to the artwork. As a matter of fact, I just want to take us in close and let's just have a look at the alien itself. So as you can see, there is quite a lot of detail to be seen on the alien. So yes, very impressed with the artwork on this one. Now, unfortunately, the rating down below, it's actually part of the slipcover, so I know that's going to annoy a few people, but it doesn't really bother me. So that is the main artwork. I'm going to just quickly show you the spine of it. And I'm sure the opposite spine is the exact same, which it is. And then right around to the back, and of course, you've got your synopsis, all your special features in the middle, your credits, and some of your technical information down below. Actually, I'll take you in close. So you'll notice there, the Blu-ray, I'm presuming, is region free, because it shows ABC there. And yeah, let me just scroll down and let's just have a good look at it. There you go. So yeah, like I said at the start of this video, quite a lot of special features on this one. Right, so that is the slipcover. So I'm going to remove it. And under this, you do have this nice, hard, rigid box. So you get the artwork with a high gloss finish and you get the artwork with a matte finish. So it's nice to see two options like that. But I still think you can actually, when you actually stack the two of them together, it's clear to see that the high gloss one looks a lot more impressive. But anyway, I won't have to spend too much time here because it's the exact same artwork. The only difference is the 4K logo is missing on the top. So this is the spine of this one, and it is different to the slipcover. And then right around to the back, and there you go, you got a bit of the old as well. So if you're familiar with Species, that is the original artwork for the movie. So that is great to see new and old all in one box. Yeah, I think it's fantastic. And fair play to 88 Films for doing that. So there's nothing to talk about in terms of spot glossing or anything like that. I have to admit though, when you kind of bend the light against it, you'll notice that the image just slightly lights up, which is pretty cool. So yes, nothing else to be said. So that is the hard box. Is there anything? As you can see, the artwork just continues onto the top of it. And I'm sure it's the same at the bottom as well. So inside, you do have your array. And there is reversible artwork, sorry. As you can see, I have opted for the original artwork. And it's the same artwork that you've seen on the hard box. So that's the front. Once again, to the spine. And right around to the back. And you got the synopsis, credits, all of that kind of stuff. And then a couple of stills from the movie itself. And as you can tell, yes, this movie can be quite violent at times. So I will open it up, and inside you have a postcard and a poster, which I'll show you now in a second. But that is your 4K disc, and then of course you've got the Blu-ray disc. Now I'm not going to show you the reversible artwork, sorry, because it's the same artwork as the main box, so there's no need to show it to you. So that's the array. Then you've got your couple of postcards that are very well presented. As you can see, it's just a couple of stills from the movie itself. That's the scene on the train. And then one of Ben Kingsley. Then you got one of the scientists there as well. That's actually a great scene as well. So yes, you get around maybe, 6 of them all together. There you have it. And then right at the back, you've just got Species, and it's written on all of them. And all that's left to show you is the poster, which I'm going to do. So the paper feels very similar to what Arrow Video do. So if you're familiar with Arrow's paper, you know what to expect with this poster. So once again, you are getting the original artwork. Again, I can't get it into frame, but I think you get an idea of what it's all about. And then, of course, when you turn it around to the other side, you got that newly commissioned artwork, which is, again, I'm very impressed with it. Really am. So there you have it. That is everything when it comes to this release. So as per usual, I want to do a quick recap. So you've got that poster. Of course, you got your postcards there as well. You got the array. You got the hard box as well. And then, of course, the slipcover that holds it all in. I was very impressed with this release. I really was. Right, so moving on to the 4K transfer. So I'm sure you are already aware of it, that Scream Factory have done their own restoration for this movie. Now, I'm not going to lie. I was hoping that it was going to be the same 4K transfer. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because I am a big fan of Scream Factory. But no, apparently 88 Films done their own restoration here. And I have to tell you, I think they've done a wonderful job. It looks great. It really does. Even though I do have issues with it. Now, the grain structure on this one, for the most part, is fine. So grain here, as you have absolutely nothing to worry about here. Didn't have any instances of DNR either, which is always great to hear. But I would love to turn around and tell you that the grain structure is very consistent on this one, but unfortunately I can't, because once again, you get those low-lit interior shots where grain they tend to get a little heavy at times. But again, these scenes are few and far between, and I don't think people would even notice it, but I did, and I felt it was only right to mention it. The image is not as clean as I come to expect either. I did notice some instances of debris and dirt on the image. Not as clean as I come to expect with a 4K restoration. But once again, it's only in a handful of scenes. Now, if you're aware of Species, you have to know that this movie can be incredibly dark at times. So naturally you want some deep blacks, and I'm happy to report that 88 Films have you covered here. The black levels on this one look absolutely incredible, and then when you throw on that increased shadow detail, it really looks amazing. It just adds an element of depth to the image that you've simply never seen before when it comes to this movie, and I think it leaves the Blu-ray to dust. I was really impressed with it. Now, the image is incredibly sharp at times, and there is so much fine detail to marvel at on show here. Going back to that alien, the practical side of things, even under the scrutiny of 4K, the practical effects hold up so incredibly well. You can make out every bit of detail on this alien. I wish I could say the same when it comes to the CGI side of it. They do look horrendous. And like I said at the start of this video, brace yourself for those CGI scenes. But I think we all knew that going into this 4K transfer. Now that takes me on to the one issue that I had with this 4K transfer. And believe it or not, it was the implementation of Dolby Vision. I just felt it was a little overly aggressively used at times. There's a bit in there where I think it was Natasha Henstridge. She's wearing like a pink cardigan. I think it was pink. And I remember seeing it and I was like, wow, it just looked way too vibrant. Far, far too colourful. So yes, I would like for them to just dial the Dolby Vision down a little bit. Now, unfortunately, there's no function on my Sony player to dial down the Dolby Vision. As a matter of fact, I don't even think that function exists. I think it's only on HDR. But you would like to see someone bring that function out on a 4K player, because it would come in very handy for a movie like this. I don't know what to tell you. A lot of people out there might find the implementation a little bit too rich. Other people out there might find it incredible to look at. I'm somewhere in the middle there. But once again, it didn't ruin my enjoyment of this 4K restoration. It's a very good effort from 88 Films, no question about it. But like I said, there is flaws there as well. Now it comes with a DTS 5.1 audio, and it sounded exactly how I remember it sounding back in the day. Nothing too exciting here if I'm completely honest. There is some nice activity every now and again, once again in those heavier action scene moments. The low end bass is decent, and there's a nice sense of separation there with your speakers. The dialogue sounds clean and it's beautifully centered as well. Like I said, nothing overly exciting. It gets the job done, and as I mentioned, it sounds exactly how I remember this movie sounding back in the day, so you can't really complain too much. So there you have it, folks. That is my release of Species, and even though the movie didn't quite hold up for me, I'm happy to report that it is a good 4K transfer in this one, despite some of the issues that I had with it. And this one still comes highly, highly recommended if you are a fan of it. So with that said, I am going to let you go. So as per usual, if you did like what you see here, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you could leave a comment down below. And please do share your thoughts on this movie and what did you think of this transfer of it. And yeah, I hope to see you all again real soon with my next video. Until then, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.